I mean, that separates the defense. They have so much power in numbers.
Aspas 1v4.
But that little freeze is just enough to set them apart.
30 seconds left.
Boss.
Bang.
Good for one. Good for
What?
two.
Enemy remaining.
Khalil's left alone in 1v2. Fakes the TP. Does he take the bait? Khalil trying to avoid disaster. 13 seconds left.
Oh my god, they got
It's a
ecoed.
50-round win for MIBR.
Nah, this is just like
They
heartbreaking.
finally win the pistol, and then they fumble the next round.
Oh my god.
Complete heartbreak for Furia. They ran into the stack. MIBR art scene calling such a good read that nothing was gonna be B. And the push through heaven, getting freebies.
Nice. Nice, Jasper.
Artsin and Aspas holding down A site. Now just a Guardian left for Heat. He's been having a rough one on this Viper, Doug. He's gonna have to wake up for Furia to take this map win.
What?
Havoc's dead. Do they know there's more threat?
The Bucky is underrated. For real.
They're gonna try to drone him out. Not a lot of help here either. Meanwhile, Khalil's gotten up really far into B heaven.
Oh.
A lot of that space, but Aspas with that out.
Was the Bucky ace earlier? I saw it.
Loves to abuse that
Mr.
weapon
Fallen?
against, whether it's light armor, no armor.
I don't think Rafa's gonna swing that.
I
I
was
don't think
TPing
he's
there.
gonna
That's not
challenge
good.
there.
True, Willie.
No, I mean that flash is to get him off that line, but now that Aspas knows that it doesn't actually hit, that might set him up for some kills in future rounds if he decides to get an off
Are you
line.
laughing?
They're trying to split B.
It's a good
Prize
call.
has a stinger. But Khalil's dead.
This is not a good
Now they
TP.
know
Why
where
is doing
one more
that?
is, and you've got to be careful. That's the spike. I mean, if he dies there, everything's being picked apart around him anyway, but
One enemy remaining.
that's the precious
Aspas?
cargo. And it will fall.
Oh, good.
MIBR get to 9, and they carry over 2 Bulldogs and a Phantom.
And we have to keep track of how that flash didn't hit Aspas. That could be a very micro thing that sets himself up to get a free B main pick in future rounds. And in a series like this, where it does feel like it's been a fight back and forth and Furia aren't really out of the count, it could come down to small things like that. Furia are going to be on the bonus round. Now, here's that operator online. He's changing sites. He needs to be careful here. Looks like he is going to play very passive.
It's the same play. It's the same play, but this time with an additional flash.
Bro, he
And this
did the
time Havoc gets
same
best
thing
of
with a...
Shenum.
Oh my god.
Shorty versus Judge.
High watch for Heat? Uh-oh.
Our team playing just on the other side of the smoke. He will not get tested. Not yet, anyway. And now they know the opposite. Prize investing the Armageddon, but they haven't been able to alleviate a lot of this heaven pressure. And the smoke is going to keep them back. They have to force their way through this. They face check out, but it's late. Rafa will pay for it with his life.
That sounds like Oxy. He said, Rafa, where are you looking, brother?
Trigger discipline, not the name of the game today. And MIBR win the bonus with that forced up operator from Aspas, taking out Heat on that lurk. Yeah, Shenum, he might fall early, but it's just obvious it's going to be a B hit once that lurk goes down. Aspas doing a great job getting ahead of all that Viper utility, having the confidence to do so.
Man, you can see that on Prize's face. That one, that one got
It
away.
stings, it stings.
I did not be on. Is it good?
Havoc does have an ult to play with, though.
He's going to be up towards B. Gonna feel, and it's a pretty light setup here. Is there a stun setup for him? There it is. It's gonna connect, but it hits him too. The Judge, exactly what he needs there.
That's just unbeatable.
It's a must-win round for Furia, and they are up 5v3 in a post plant, but the flood is coming through.
5v4 or 4v3
Oh,
now.
brother.
There's nobody here.
3v3 now.
Oh, brother,
3v2
dude.
now. He and Khalil, the dash forward. He's got to get out of there. Khalid's able to get one.
Oh
Just in the
my
nick of time.
god.
Aspas from up top.
Oh.
Heat's getting it down to a 1v1.
Wait a minute. The pie
With
clutch.
Spike just out of reach and 42 HP. I don't know how he does this. Verno can just hold the line. All of it is on Heat to swing his way out.
Ooh, laid out.
Verno connects.
MIBR bring that back. How do they do that?
It was a 5v3.
How does Artsine jump into hell, making noise on the rope, and still get one?
I mean, even this was almost bad. Havoc got hit by the stun too.
I mean, Prize unlucky, but jeez. I mean, maybe a bit of chaos in the communication from the side of Furia.
11-6. It might be all she wrote for Furia this
Forcing up
season.
into this a little bit
Just
here.
not,
They bought the last, what, 3 rounds
just not
now?
giving.
Feels that way.
Just not giving for the boys.
Heat, he's going to have nothing in the next round. He's only got 300 to his name.
Prize is not crossed behind this wall, and there's an op trained on it. The gas should be down soon.
They crunch ropes from A.
Big opener onto Shenum and Vent.
Uh-oh. Ardzine?
A lot of space gathered right now from the side of Furia. No B main control, though.
Oh my god.
These
Dude,
players at A are ready, Doug.
The fact that our team just swings like that
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah. I mean, you have to push him off, but how do you deal with the Ospas here?
Oh, they wait for
Oh,
the
the
wall. To go up.
wall.
They refresh the smoke too. And he
Wait.
still
Oh,
connects.
freebie.
The
Okay.
double dip onto Havoc. With Verno not
Made
far
noise.
off. This defensive setup looks like
Oh
it will
my
hold.
god.
The shorty doesn't connect, but he didn't realize that Verno was there, so he's able to get the messer off, and now the stun on the swing.
Oh, the stun
a little
fucked him.
early from Verno.
Oh, timing?
Now 2v2, the spike just out of reach. All on
1v2.
Cortezia now.
Spike planted.
He's been quiet, but he's got a chance to be heartbreak for Furia once more. He's blossomed. He's blossomed,
Rex.
excuse me, into such a strong player this stage, this year. A big moment for him.
Oh, he walked through his own
Not
smoke,
even
man.
given the chance. A thrifty round win for Furia.
He wins
as they
that with
get
the
to
stash,
7.
right?
And considering the way that these last couple rounds have went for Furia, to say they needed that one is an understatement. That is what keeps them into the game. This 1v1 against Verno was massive. And it looks like he's finally awake. He's here. He's online. Now MIBR, all their sights are towards mid, but the pack of Furia are going towards A control. They're gonna take this A ramp with the
Massive.
stun.
It's off of a TP, a little bit different timing than you would normally expect. Aspas dropping. I
Damn.
thought he was going to be caught on the way down as Khalil swung. Still uncontrollable to play around. All attention towards A. Remember, he has
Damn,
a pit.
bruh.
So if they can get out, maybe there's something to play around here, but Artine has his ult.
Havoc on this A ramp is gonna have to.
The planner just died for free.
Miracle, Doug, and he does. He got 2.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know that if it was enough of a miracle, though.
The breach is lurking mid?
They're going to freeze on the other
Oh,
side of this pit. They don't even have the
this-
spike in hand right now, and Rafa's
Nah.
got to take some space.
I have the spike.
I mean, you gotta stick at some point. Oh, you're done.
Ball
Oh!
goes down, Rafa takes a step back, drops on Aspas, and now he's going to have the Rolling Thunder.
But you
Go
gotta
spamming
plant the
Utah.
spike.
Or you swing into the fight! They decide to drop the pit, and now they want to fight into spawn.
The fuck is going on?
These moments, these
30 seconds left.
micro decisions have been the Achilles heel of Furia.
Spike planted.
But they settle, they get the spike
This
down.
just kind of seems like they do whatever they like, whatever.
Not planted for heaven.
I don't know.
Rafa is so far away.
He still has a drill, he still has 2 flashes. But you're right. It feels like he's on the other side of the map right now. Doesn't have the stun up. He's feeling a lot of this pressure.
My
Meanwhile,
god.
Cortezia has slipped
Oh
in the
my
net. The
God.
flash is perfect.
How the
And
fuck?
Rafa's shots are 2.
Oh
For a
my
second, it looked
god.
like it was gonna be done. It looked like MIBR were gonna get on match point because of
Oh
Khalil
my
dropping
God.
early there. There is no heaven smoke, so the spike gets taken out. But Havoc coming up huge, getting the 2K, and then Rafa diffing Aspas in that moment. Diffing Verno. The IGL who had, what, 4 kills, he pied on the last map at some point.
Wait, I want to get water chat.
For 1 round.
Riot Games Arena trying to will Fury into their first win of the year. Still much work to be done, though. Cortezia dropping a little paranoia. Do they swing behind it? They were going to try. Burno's going to get a kill off the salvos, too.
That's the spike.
I'm late.
Still a place to recover it.
Yeah, good
Rafa's
smoke.
dead? Aw, hell no. Abby, come.
All of Rafa's utility now for an execute is gone. And this scrappy buy from MIBR proving to be beneficial for them in this round.
Just following me, but I don't know where he went.
Now, Furia, how do you mid-round this? All 3 members spotted with that.
Let's see what
start
Fury
block.
doing this
Right. He has
4v5.
to relieve some of this pressure at B. He has to be the one that tries
Abby
to
don't know me? Oh, he
beat out
knows
a
me.
rotation, maybe even win a 1v1 on one of these players. It's the only way back into the round.
Yep. He has to do right now what Shannon was able to do so successfully in the first half. But he's got to do it on his own.
And he has to do it against Aspas.
Hi, Nabi.
And he can't.
Come here.
Meanwhile, they invested the Yoru TPB, so now there's a mad dash to try to take the space that he's managed to gain. But he's on an island
30
here.
seconds left.
Havoc has to stand on his own.
He's got to try to disrupt. He cannot let these Teo missiles go down, delay the spike. There's only 20 seconds left. This is the play.
Off the flash, able to get the first. Cortezia down.
He's got to keep going.
Trying to scale up behind the utility. Prize gets a spike down. A retake attempt from MIBR, which includes the Rolling Thunder, is going to be a problem. Havoc stunned, dead. And now the Rolling Thunder in play. It's going to win.
It is
It's gonna split
Jover.
the upright, so it's not going to connect
Khalil?
with anyone. So Prize and
Sorry,
Khalil
Nabi.
will have a shot at this. Oh, but he whips it all. And now Prize is left
It's
in
over,
1v4, and he cannot stand.
It's truly
MIBR
over.
gets a series point.
Maybe just not expecting the force buy from MRBR. Maybe expecting Aspas to save up for that operator like I was stating. Underestimating the firepower on the other end there.
Is that a dog or a cat?
And
Are you
that
out of your
spike-
mind?
That breach being taken out early. What a cool trap play. What a cool stun from Artzin. Usually it's a fault line straight down the middle. This time Artzin around mid, around B heaven, doing it diagonal. Getting most of that B main area, allowing his teammates to peek behind it. Securing a free first blood.
Now off of that diffuse, Verno got his ult online.
And he's been so good on this map with his utility, with his aim.
+8 with an ult that disruptive on defense. Fury had their work cut out for him.
Oh,
but
what's wrong
honestly,
with you
that's been the case
guys?
for them, as it was the case for them 3 hours ago when we started, but they're still in this fight.
Thing is, Aspas has that entire A line.
They've taken B. Artine up in heaven. Turning the flash, the paranoia's behind it. Do they fill in? That's gonna cause so many problems. Khalil scaling forward into the smoke, getting the best of Artine.
Last player
GG.
It's all falling apart for them. Heat has to stand
Unless-
in 1v2 with 29 HP. The spit to
Wow.
buy some time, and Shenum swings into it to break the hearts of Furia. So close, but just not enough.
It was extremely hard fought, man. I mean, MIBR were pushed here.
Thank God it's over. It's
Furia.
crazy.
Night and day from what we've seen from them in the past. I genuinely very impressed with how they approached a lot of these maps. Yeah, Icebox was probably as bad as their season went. But the way that they dismantled MIBR's ascent and then came ready to play on this, not backing down. I mean, it was a lot of close rounds in this last map, Doug.
Yeah, I was stirring the pot a little bit on Twitter earlier today.
Yeah.
Asking about whether or not Fury even had a chance. And I think the overwhelming
You guys want to hear
consensus
Nabi
was,
bark?
you've got to be scared of a team that's playing like they have nothing to lose. And Furia looked at their best when they were playing like they had nothing to lose. But MIBR just stood taller. They stood strong.
What's happening? Do it, Nabi.
Oh, but it separates everybody.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna flood out onto the site.
Oh
no.
I thought they might just
They should've
freeze
gone
on the other
forward,
side of Dish,
right?
but instead they try to funnel
hindsight.
out.
Surprised that I guess that having job
Can't
of
believe you
masking
bet
where that
Africa's
offense
legend.
is with 100 Thieves on the 2U and win within, you know, the first 15-20 seconds of the game.
Which, I mean, given the state.
Now,
All right, let's
scrappy
see
buy
what we
that
got
they
going
had.
on here.
If they kind of have more of those game plans in the mix, more trap plays, with the way that crew have been playing, they can really get punished.
Note here, Cryo will be popping his ult. And looks like he will try to take an aggro.
Tickets for the
fight.
major got scalped like a motherfucker. Same for Toronto. Okay.
Yeah, this is a peak that he did before, and salvo missiles were used
Cryo
in
pops
this
ult.
spot of Gen and close spawn as well.
Yeah.
So remember, he might
Yep.
get punished for this.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
this
this
will be the
angle.
second opportunity at it.
TP.
The drone will tag him.
It's
Tail
not bad.
missiles too late though.
Yeah, they're just a little too late. He's gonna dip
Holy
into this. I
fucking
thought he was gonna
shit.
land a shot on Asuna. Or excuse
Xander
me,
got him,
Kesnet,
though.
but he does fall anyway.
He's alone as fuck.
Xander flushed out, forced to fight, forced to swing, and dies because of it. Meanwhile, the Vice wall on the bottom side of the map has made things awkward, and it's made things disjointed for the
Look at the
defense.
flank.
This
Stun.
fight onto Shy is big.
Wow.
Holy smokes, him winning that out is insane. He gets
No!
both.
Nor.
Oh, we said he's going to have to be the difference maker. He's going to have to deal with this aggression from the defense of 100 Thieves, and he's been doing that very well. He's been weathering that storm so good.
This seems impossible now. It's a
Job's
save.
done now for him. All he has to do is hold. I mean, nothing 100 Thieves can do in this. It's a
Cryo doesn't even have a gun,
4v2.
though.
So
Needs to
much
get a
utility.
gun.
Yeah, Cryo gets this pick, but
Stick?
Last player
Oh.
standing.
with
Yikes.
Cryo dropping to it versus those Teo missiles, it's just rough. EU's going to have to save.
Popping.
All done
What?
to take another gun out of their hands.
I have to point out, it's such good layered utility from the side of crew to deny Cryo.
I can't believe he got
anything. And
two,
You saw
wow.
Cryo was even trying to punish, trying to get ahead of that smoke, trying to get the no-scope on the Kesnet.
Right.
Who I think is the
Wall,
best
yeah.
if I don't count
But to
Messi and
follow up Teo
Ronaldo.
ultimate
That
to make sure
Brazilian
that
guy
he can't
who
do
has the
anything.
picture of him
Yeah.
laying
I
on the
mean, this
beach.
is the game plan. Just
Ronaldinho?
don't
Is that his
allow
name?
Cryo
I think he's
to
the
have
best player.
time and the space to be able to find those opening picks.
Is it Pele?
Disrupting Chambers' timing and his pacing has proved to be effective for crew.
What a great game plan. Now, 100 Thieves, they're forced to have to change the
I
base.
think Pele's
forced
the
to have
GOAT.
to do a topside crunch. Look at the Teo missiles.
We haven't
It's
seen
set up
the-
for Cryo.
Yep, and it's gonna tag him, do a little bit of damage, and they try to push on the other side, as you were mentioning. They're in such an awkward spot here. They're gonna have to continue to push through this fight, but don't really have much to
trees,
fight back with. Still, through all of that, they get to a
Cryo?
3v2. A fight on the B side of the map,
Elbow.
a fight
It's
towards
on
A as
elbow.
well. And I think they heard you
Oh, I
there.
think
and
Shy
he
saw his
didn't
gun.
hear him. He certainly just saw the barrel of his gun. Shy's calling the rotation over here as well.
my God, the timing is
100%. I mean, you don't have
perfect.
smokes,
He's
and you
so
know that
bad.
Cryo could be anywhere in this drop
Yeah.
area. And with this free B site being accumulated,
Ooh, Cryo
Cryo's
1v2.
going to have to 1v3.
Half HP though.
And there's still a Vice wall. It's going to give so much info to crew. They're going to be able to set up this
Nah, I'm
post
just
point
playing
however they want.
the
They can play
GOAT.
ones,
If
they
not
can play
Messi or
together, but
Ronaldo,
kinda
I don't
like
know,
this.
dude. Zlatan? I have no
It's
idea,
not
man.
heard.
He's just trying to introduce as many possibilities, as many variables as possible.
Do crew read into this, though?
Neymar?
Yeah, I was going to say, even with that in mind, you still have to lay in the shots.
Mbappe?
And Cryo's not able to do so. Mazzino continues to perform at a high level for crew today.
Jeez. Just what good game planning from crew so far on this attack side.
Yeah, they're abusing the chamber TP locations. You can tell they're drilled, and they thought this through ahead of time.
Abusing the aggression that 100
Currents
are
or
going to bust
all-time?
out. Like,
All-time
understanding
GOAT, if not
when
Messi
100
or
Thieves will
Ronaldo.
actually go for
All-time
those plays,
GOAT.
when
Who
it
is
kind
it?
of feels like it's a little bit desperate in the server, right?
Buen jugado.
A great read so far. And yeah, because Mazzino's
Okay,
been
Victor,
popping
if we're
off
gonna
so
troll,
hard,
bro, make it
he's gonna
believable.
have
That's
another
all I
breach
ask, dog.
ultimate online here.
Wait, you're serious?
This guy's farming ults like it's nothing.
Wait, so my answer was good.
Speed up towards
I
A.
said
How much
Pele.
do they bite into this? Because it was all a fake. Uh-oh. Adverso might be in
Oh,
trouble.
my answer was actually, I was trolling with that answer. What the fuck?
Did they try to punish? Look at the reinforcements coming on the other side of the rope, but 100 Thieves don't pull the trigger.
Oh, they're going to breach ult A main, and Kesnet's going to crunch from Dish.
There.
This is so sick. Let's
Uh-oh.
see if the execution is there for crew. Let's see if 100 Thieves can do anything about this breach utility.
They might be sitting ducks. Waiting it out on the other side. EU has his ult too, but are you even going to get the breathing room to pop it? They've got to understand that the
Ults.
crunch is in play here, given what they just saw.
Off your feet!
Oh, it doesn't get anybody. It literally got nobody, I think.
The stun to delay Kesnet, so one half of the crunch is dealt with.
Oh.
And once again,
timing.
Armageddon invested.
Wow, he whiffed.
Oh, shot getting taken out on the lurk, so it
Wait.
has to be a speed up at A.
He whiffed as well.
Commitment. And Asuna took so much control in Dish with that tail ultimate being
This is
used.
a big kill here.
Took a lot of damage.
Easy.
Still lands the shots on the Kesnet. Gets
Everyone's
the kill.
whiffing up a storm,
Meanwhile,
brother.
Verso, a little slippery on the aim.
Yeah, this,
Who do we
what-
want to win?
what
100
can he
Thieves?
do?
Wrong,
Yeah, what can he do right now? I mean, shouldn't be able to win this, surely. Oh my goodness, Doug.
Nah, there's still a lot of work to be done here.
And he's getting flanked. I mean, if he takes out Cryo on this flank.
It's still a 1v2 that you have to face the side for with 15 seconds left. You could not convince me that this is possible.
He's doing it.
I refuse.
Oh, man.
That was closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
Never doubted.
Got you sweating a little bit, huh?
No, all good. Never doubted.
Sweating?
Good
I used
damage
to
done.
sweat.
I
was sweating
good
earlier.
reactions from 100 Thieves there to bait out that breach shot.
I didn't see what happened at the end
Kind
of
of
the round.
react
He's over
to
there.
not getting pinched from Kesnet and Dish. I
Damn.
like that Asuna isn't
Damn.
afraid to take all that aggressive space after that Armageddon is used. And at that point, I mean, crew are just stuck, forced to run into A.
Why is
when
Busto not
Cryo
stand
takes
up in
out
here?
Shy
It's not the same
on the
vibes, I
lurk,
guess,
so
huh?
It's been pretty even.
Yeah,
It's been a
imagine
battle
Busto
back and
knocking on
forth
the
so
glass.
far. It's some
Wake
pretty
up!
good Valorant we're seeing
Wake
from
up,
both
buddy!
sides.
Which you would expect. I mean, both teams sitting at 3-1. One may be stronger than the other coming into it, but these are both teams that are looking to test their form heading into playoffs. And remember, seeding is considerable here, particularly for crew. We're talking about a swing from first to fourth. Heavy lean towards B.
Yeah, and remind me, if you get first seed, you only would need to win one game.
Kesnet popping the ult, speeding forward. Oh,
What?
Xander with a classic.
He pulled out a classic. He
Able to
has a
get the
gun.
first, switches onto the second too. And now the Rolling Thunder.
Fuck?
Spike still not out of heaven. Asuna, this is bold. Spotting two. Oh, there's so many layers
Oh my
behind
God.
this as well. The flash.
Oh my
the
God, there he
dash.
is.
It's so clean. Shy a 1v3.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
Crazy
one.
shot on the first. It's going to be a double up here, though. This is going to be very difficult for Shy.
Double
Still has
swing.
time. I mean, if he
He
can
knows
grab this
both.
spike, he might be able to get out. I think it's too late now.
Oh,
Oh, they're pushing him.
Oh, it's
Brother,
just
how do you do
too
that?
hard. A miracle shot. Oh, his movement's
he-
so good,
30
though.
seconds
Trying
left.
to
I don't know.
Waiting for the bait. They're
Wait.
starting to swing behind him. They give him his ones. They give him his ones, but EU settles and lands the final shot to secure the round for 100 Thieves.
What the fuck?
I
Why'd
can't
they
believe
jump
they gave
at
him the ones
him?
like that. There's a real world in which Shy,
He's
of all players,
trolling.
hits that. He's the clutch king. Trying to run a player like that down. I mean, it works in your favor this time, but that is surely not
Why
the
are they
consistent
playing with
play.
our emotions?
Xander did a lot on this defensive side, anchoring this B site. And yeah, he got punished some of the time, but the fact that he was relentless, the
They're
fact that he
typing?
never gave
Who?
up and still stood in there strong, getting kills on the Kesnet with that. Yeah, that was very close. He did 40 damage. He had a chance.
Definitely had a shot to do it. First bullet just a little high. A 6-6 half between crew. Hold the
You know
line.
what? Thank you.
Only one
Okay,
spot,
watch this
but he
pistol.
may
Watch
have
it.
heard
Wait,
a
let me turn it
little
up.
bit
Turn it
more
up, bro. Can't
So
hear
yeah, he's
shit,
gonna give
dog.
that space up. Meanwhile, Shy on
Fuck,
the
fuck,
other side
fuck,
of the
fuck,
smoke.
fuck. Sorry, chat.
Spotting Asuna, cleaning him up. And as the cover dissipates, he does fall. Speeding back out on the side, Kesnet trying to spam into it. Not connecting onto anything. I don't know how Xander gets away with that. Kesnet back
3-2.
sight. Melser close by. The tap has
It's
started.
tapped.
Kesnet's gotten it halfway.
Brother.
He's going to stick it. There's really nothing to keep him back off of it. He takes it the entire way.
We fucking don't
to get
care,
the
do we?
pistol for crew.
Nah, 100 Thieves are throwing, so Sentinel doesn't get
That
number one
reaction
seed.
from 100 Thieves, it
actually
makes
locked
sense
in.
to want to get proactive because there's so many players retaking from Dish. But they went a little too far. that was it. You didn't have any utility. You didn't have
Who we
any
cheering for?
eyes
100
on the
Thieves,
actual
buddy.
spike itself.
100 Thieves. We have a
To be
100
able
Thieves
to stick
representative
the
coming
spike
soon.
like this for crew,
To
I
watch
mean,
with
you
me.
basically just
Let's see
gifted
if he
them
can like
around.
fucking help them shoot straight.
That's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah. 14-9 for Mizzino. We talked about him a lot
Not
in the
nade
first
shot.
half.
We're bringing the goon shot for a playoffs.
He's going to continue to perform, you imagine. Meanwhile, for the attack, plenty of a lean towards B. They've taken Hell as well. Kesnet's in a good spot to cause more problems.
Jeez.
Spotted a shoulder
Crew
on
are
a second,
looking-
goes back into
Ooh!
it. Ill-advised. Boostio lands
Boosty.
an insane shot.
Still got that dog in him, huh?
Though for these Spectres and other Guardians to turn up.
Verso might have a
Be
little
some easy pickings here at Verso. Oh, almost
shot.
gets caught in transition, but does take out Asuna.
Cryo, what do you got?
All the meanwhile,
Flick?
Cry was taking this
No,
B
it's
main
not peeking.
space, trying to bait out a lot of that Vice utility. There's still a wall onto Dish, and again, Crew, this must be their protocols against what Hunter Thieves like to do. They're going to take top side of the
yeah,
map
one
and
tap.
push together as a unit. Shy, he's been so good on this anchor roll. He does get stunned here, though.
Yeah, he's got to figure out this 1v2 because the rest of his team is still rotating back over towards Dish, but he seems to have bought enough time. Gets the first on
Okay.
Xander. Boostio
Pretty
falls.
solid anti-eco.
Crew get through that with a Bulldog, 2 Guardians, and a Spectre.
Can't believe you're wearing
And
an
I'm
actual
wondering now
shirt
for
and not a
Hunter
white
Thieves
beater
if
for
they
once. I'm not
realize,
gonna
okay,
lie, when
Crew
I was
the
getting
last two
dressed
rounds,
today to put my
it's
clothes
just
on,
a-
I felt like I was going on a
it's
date. 'Cause
anti-eco.
like getting
They
ready.
pushed
'Cause I was
topside
nervous and like I didn't know what to wear.
3-man pushing back-to-back
And
rounds and kind of leaving Shy
yes,
alone on
it
this
literally
B
felt like I
sector
was going on a
to
date.
anchor. I wonder if they're going to try to put somebody there maybe as a lurk or just try to fight it. Here we go.
Yeah.
And you
From
chose
the
this
side of Crew,
outfit?
they're gonna
Nah, I'll
change
fight
things
you.
up. Now they're going to be the ones fighting
I'll
for this
fight you.
A main space.
It's just a
Looking
watch
at
party,
Seth
bro. I
messing it
don't
up
think you
here.
understand.
The Salvers were used at the beginning, but no, Mazzino hasn't used his yet so that they could fight on the second layer, and there it is. Some of that utility being dumped out. You hear the Tremor flush back out. Swing out from Kevin. It's insane.
Damn, this is fucking, they're proactive,
That's
huh?
a gorgeous crunch A main.
Taking a page out of Hunter Thieves' book, Doug. This is stuff that we see Hunter Thieves do to teams on the
I'm not gonna
defensive
lie, I'm
side.
starting to get worried for 100 Thieves here.
And look, all 4 members, just a complete hit squad going underpass. They're leaving at Verso here alone, holding that B main. They're so confident
Thank you, Emily.
that
Why are
everybody
your pants
from
invisible,
Hunter
Tarek?
Thieves is on site already.
Shy's gonna try to get up here.
Shy
Boostio
guy.
commits
I'm
to
just a
getting
shy
the
guy.
plant
I'm
down.
just a ooh.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that guy's still good.
2v4, Boostio and EU. They kind of
EU
need this
Boostio
round,
with 2
man.
left
But he's getting
to
flanked.
try to keep back this
Heaven,
attempted
turn!
retake from Crew.
Just
Shit,
not
I don't
aware
think you
of
hear me.
proactivity. The
Alright, if he wins this,
movement.
I go bald.
It's just so tough when
Oh
you
my
have
god,
so
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Please say
even
it.
if you get
So much to worry about.
everything
I gotta stop
right,
saying
there's
that.
something
It's an
that's
impulse,
left
dude.
unchecked.
So much to worry about.
Okay.
What a very impressive round from Crew. The way that they're playing
Rockets?
together
Nah,
as
he
a
gave up.
cohesive
I saw
unit
that.
and taking
What's
these
this
fights
nice
together,
little spot you got? It's been a while. I
clearing
watched
out
the
all
stream.
space
My
on the
fault.
defensive side.
This
It's something
right
we
here?
talked about,
This right here,
that
dog.
that's
This
really
shit
going to
right
do on this
here.
map of Fracture, right?
This
Yeah,
is
I
Sentinel's
think even
office.
watching how they layered that breach utility is dope.
Yeah.
You think about, oftentimes it's the stun with the missiles to catch a trap, right?
Yeah.
If you kind of get a free kill, something like that, you don't feel bad investing it because it's regen util. But they stagger it, right? There are layers to how they approach it. First, it is the missiles, and then you still have the stun for
Should've been the
that exact
ball, do
crunch.
it.
And you
Affleck.
mentioned it earlier. It
Oh
feels
my
like they're
God.
taking it
All right,
right
Ben.
out
They
of
win this
Crew's
round here, you go
or
ball.
100
Deal?
Playbook, excuse me. That's
Nah,
exactly. I mean,
that's
they've
not gonna
done it.
happen.
I've seen that play from
Yeah,
them.
yeah, we saw it. We casted it. Yeah,
What's
exactly.
an iconic line from his
Hunter Thieves
Batman vs
are
Superman
left
movie?
wondering right now.
Like, what would have been
Where
something
is
cool
this
for him to
stack
say?
of Crew gonna be? Making
I'm Batman?
some noise towards that arcade side
I
of
am
the map. It
Batman.
allowed Crew to
Damn.
shift
Would that
over
have
a
been
little
cringe
bit,
to
but
ask him to say that?
Hunter Thieves want nothing to do with that.
Do you bleed?
Looks like they're gonna regroup with Cryo in a
Martha?
main, but now you're gonna have to
Yes,
run
it
into
would've
all
been
this
gr-
nice
like-
utility. Those thorns.
Yeah, I don't know.
are
I
so
don't think I had that in
powerful.
me. That would have been kind of cringe. I think it would have been cringe. I think it would have been. It wasn't the vibe.
Stunned
He
by a
seems
little bit of
super like
space. You
just
scale up
I
into
don't
heaven,
know.
you're at least gonna try.
Just super chill. Like
Asuna waiting on the other side.
Very,
you mentioned some of the Vice utility has not really been problematic.
Charismatic.
Good night, Melzer. What the?
My
like,
goodness.
What?
What is going on? Melzer's teeing off on Hunter Thieves. What an animal. He just stimmed out.
Can you explain seating for this bracket?
Takes out
Basically,
so
if
many.
100 Thieves win here,
See, this is the
Then
we talked about
Sentinels
a
get number
crew
one
that
seed.
needs to bounce back
And then
after
if
the loss against
Crew win
EG.
here,
You know, maybe it's just a blip on
it
their
gets a little
rise.
interesting.
A blip on their radar, whatever. This is what makes Crew so scary. This is why we think
That's
Crew
4-0
are
for the half,
finally
right?
arrived
Yeah.
to compete in a meaningful way. You've got Mazzino, who's insane. We talked about him a couple times. Melzer just had a pop-off performance, 14-9 that round. They're winning without Kesnet having to be the main carrier of the weight.
What the
Massive out from Asuna.
triple spray down? How?
Good setup this time.
Just
but
holding
a
down?
quick approach onto that arcade. And now this B side
Number
is
one seed
free,
is a huge
but Mazzino
advantage.
is still alive.
Because you get a. Hold on, chill.
100 Thieves in a really good spot, though.
Number
yeah,
one
and
seed
it's-
is a big advantage
it's gonna go
because
from
if
good
you
to
get
even
number one
better as
seed,
Mazzino
you
gets
get
cleaned up.
a bye in
Shy
your
a
first
1v4,
round.
100 Thieves. Very
And
nice to set up.
basically,
And
if
now
you win your
Kid, look
first
at the
match, you
next couple of
qualify.
rounds. I mean, potentially
Win your
even the
first
next
BO3,
round.
you qualify.
Their finances are in an awkward
So
spot,
it's a
but they should be
huge
able to get through
advantage.
this without dropping much. EU's 1 off of his ult. Boostio's 2 off of his ult. Xander has his ult.
I
They've
see
got
Texas,
a lot
yeah.
behind this punch in the next couple of rounds for the
100 Thieves is
attacking
already
side.
locked in for
And
playoffs.
they need it if they want to even the score up, right? And
Right.
they need to do it cleanly as well, like you said. They should be able to do so. If I'm Shy right here, I'm sitting at
But
7
if Crew
grand.
loses
I mean,
this
I'm
match, there's a
probably
chance they get
trying
the
to
number 4
go
seed.
for as many
If you're the
kills
number 4
as
seed,
possible.
then you
2 off
start
of his
playoffs
ult,
in the
too.
lower
Exactly.
bracket.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's a huge disadvantage.
There's no reason not
So,
to.
like, this
Ed's
is
gonna
like
get
a
a shot at it.
fucking massive game for Crew.
Call here. Let's see if 100 Thieves are aware. Let's see how many Shy can get, actually.
He hears them.
Surely good for 1. Oh, Boostio looks like he's want to clear this.
Like, I think for 100
And that's just
Thieves,
tough. I mean, we've all been there. You hear
they're
all those
basically
footsteps.
guaranteed
You
number
think
2
you're
or
ready,
3,
but you're
right?
actually not,
Yeah, as a
right?
whiff.
Yeah. I'm gonna get at least 1 here.
Yeah, Crisis avoided 400 Thieves, though. I mean, he definitely could have gotten more than 1 in that moment. It didn't look like players up 100 Thieves were quite ready for that, but here's that aggression in the
That
beginning.
was nice.
I mean,
The
I thought
stun
they
was
nerfed
sick,
the
huh?
neon slide accuracy, but it looks like Keston and Asuna don't care whatsoever about that. That first bullet still coming through.
I made myself move like a bug. I knew you'd get me by.
What the fuck?
That must have been at the
That
end.
bug
must have been
movement?
at the end
Be
to
hitting
get Shy.
diff?
Surely.
Okay, so again, a quick look at the situation for 100 Thieves. Look at all of the ults that they have online or are about to have online. They just procced the
Okay,
Vice
maybe
Wall
the start for 100
towards
Thieves, let's
Arcade
see.
as well.
Yeah, now they're shifting back towards this A main.
Ooh, Crew gonna push
Xander was
again.
making a lot of noise here, maybe understanding that Crew might want to make an aggressive play here.
Saw 2.
There's danger. Mizzino still has his
It's
wall,
off.
or his stun, excuse me.
This
Yeah,
op could be
still
good
has an
here
op.
for Crew. Oh, he
Now
slipped
used.
past him.
That's the first line that
Counter
they've been able to
stun.
crossfire. They haven't
Flash.
really been able to do anything about this. Meanwhile, Universal swinging
Wow.
into the flash. Asuna pops the ult. And now they've got so
Uh-oh.
much more
Is he
behind
gonna
this.
run down?
Breathing room for the attack.
Uh-oh.
So pressured
Neon
right now.
versus
Asuna's
Neon.
running it down
It's
on
an
the
action
actual
movie.
site.
And
Oh my God,
crunch.
Mizzino.
Casnet falls.
What the fuck?
Mizzino from up
He got
heaven
2?
again.
Damn.
Clean multi-kill out of
Wait,
him.
Boostio came out the side of the smoke. What
And
the
again,
fuck?
Shy left in one
Holy
situation.
fucking.
what is that?
I'm not sure if EU heard that little
Oh.
footstep. I think he did.
I guess he
at
did,
the very
yeah.
last second.
Winnable. It was winnable for a
And the
second.
pace that 100 Thieves have approached these last 2 rounds has been so fast, so aggressive. And it's all started with Asuna. And they still have
Asuna.
3 ults in play. The movement in A main from Asuna
Oh, his
posed
flashes.
so many problems and so many threats to Crew.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
space
I
creation
also
was
think
nuts.
Universal getting flashed really just kind of ruined that for him because he was
That
supposed
looks
to be
so
the
funny.
one
I
to
don't
swing
know how he
in,
got 2
while
either.
Kesnick got pushed off the line, the
Nice
off
shot.
line,
Nice.
to be able to clean that up.
Thank you.
It's like operators in this
Okay.
map so far in this
Crew still have a
series
bye. They got to
haven't really
pick.
been able to get value, but
Smokes.
Melzer does against Xander,
Smokes are
spamming him
gone.
through the smoke in B main. No smokes for the attacking side is
That's
very difficult.
gonna
All you
make it
have is that neon wall
fucked.
now. It kind of makes more sense to use that towards A from drop because there's less things you have to clear out. The thing is A main will not be smoked. And if you look where Crew are on the map, they're in A main. This is going to be very difficult without having that Brim utility online. You might have to compensate and use some ults to actually get on the site itself. Something that you maybe wouldn't have rather wanted to do.
I think they're leaving Cryo to get a pick somewhere. Try to manipulate some rotation, try to alleviate some of this pressure. And he might just do it. They know it's just Cryo, though. Still, 3 towards B. They're not rotating off.
Derek, should NRG drop FNS for me? FNS is closer to LeBron James than you are to him. I need you to get that into your head.
They're going to have control of the site.
Cryo has a lot to do here. If he can alleviate some of this, he's able to get one traded back, though. Some work done. Still more to be found. The Rolling Thunder paving the way towards A.
Counter breach
Traded
ult.
right back, though.
Remote.
And now the
Holy
barrage
fuck, it's a
utility
util thumb.
continues. Thorbo strike from A.
Tail ult.
25
There it is.
seconds left.
Yeah, this staggered approach, this delay of all of these ults is really burning the clock.
And
You're
age
right.
just crazy. You guys are stupid.
Look at the plant though, Asuna.
Asuna's got to do a lot.
Wow.
1 kill
That's
found.
a
Now
nice
they know
shot.
where he is. Can he connect on another?
Can you get another here?
Time
try.
running out.
Oh,
off the
Boostio
swing.
tried
Boostio
helping.
trying to help
Fuck.
him. A dink on a Kesnet, some time bought.
Can you get out?
On the other side
There's
of
a
the
guy
fault line.
spawn.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
EU
Boostio
trying to deal with what's
Good
potentially
spam.
coming in from spawn.
Boostio.
Side by side, try to keep Crew
Nice
back.
try, bro.
The ult surely secures the situation.
Wait, was he not in the range
You
of
left
it?
with one, missiles out. Not gone to half yet. Still has a stun. Not really at a good angle to use it. Switches to the primary
Nice try.
weapon. And Shy making his intentions known.
Yeah.
Wow. Crew get to 11.
That was a very disciplined retake from Crew. Seriously, I mean, Kesnet staying alive that
Minus
entire
5K
time
chill,
in
bro.
A
It's,
main, not allowing Cryo to get the
it's all
trade
good
on him,
right
not
now.
allowing
Gloves are
Asuna
off.
to
They're
get the
playing
trade onto him.
backstage.
He did so
Anything can
much
go.
work. So he pulled so much
Wow,
gravity
that's how he killed
on
him?
that
That sucks.
retake that it allowed Mazzino
Oh
the
my
time to get his
God.
utility back. Yeah, that's
That
just a nasty
sucks.
opener. But yeah, Kesnet getting these 2 kills were so impactful. It allowed for this retake to actually come through. And the discipline you have to not allow 100 Thieves to crawl their way
Looking
back
calm.
into that round, with them committing the ults that they did. I mean, the Armageddon, the Breach ultimate of themselves.
Yeah.
It's very impressive for Crew. Like,
And
the discipline really shining.
And we've been talking about that for a little bit. They were sitting on a ticking time bomb, right?
Yeah.
We were just waiting when our 100 Thieves going to blow these because we know that
The
those
pizza
are
box in the
massive
background,
ults
yeah.
in these rounds, and
The
those
little
are
bros
what
pizza box.
those are what could swing things back their way, but beautifully navigated by Crew.
You got to see the implications of your smokes player dropping early right there, right?
Right.
You're kind of forced to go A, because that's the only site where the Neon Wall truly covers most of the chokes that you're going to get shot from, or
Of course, your Thieves as a whole.
Oh,
They're just going to try. It's been really impressive. Look at some of the early aggression towards the southern side of the map. Kesnet in a
We
really
ain't
nice
50.
spot.
Well, neither am I.
Gets ahead
Oh.
of the smoke, spamming through, but what's the second layer behind this?
Oh,
They're just going to try to
Suna.
fight it, and Austin
Double
faces
entry
it.
again.
just complete brute force. Yeah, he
Oh,
got set up with a
fuck.
flash. Let's see if he gets the third on site.
Who's that
Takes
Vice?
all that tower control.
Oh, they found them.
Of course.
Shy? Good trade.
Nicely done to get one, but
The
just
flank, tail
not
flank,
enough.
tail flank. Oh my god, he didn't
Great
see
answer
him.
back. You
Oh,
does
he saw
get a
him.
jump spot onto adverse.
Oh,
so
wow,
there's
the trip
not
got
much
him.
you can do when you're stuck in
Wow,
a
they
chamber
swung off the
trip.
trip. Well done.
What a reaction
save.
from 100 Thieves. It just seems like when 100 Thieves just hold W, they tend to win the rounds against Crew.
Yeah,
When they death ball and
Oh my
Austin
God.
Southern for that.
God.
Why was it only
Brothers,
two
bad.
down and
The most
shooting
hater
through the
shit I've
smoke? Maybe
ever
we can
read,
punish
bro.
them ourselves. I mean, ends up getting
Dude,
two here.
what?
yeah. All right, I guess, and then stuff like that happens.
Is
Yeah.
that? Nah,
Stuff
there's
like
no one
this.
else that does that.
You know, all of a sudden,
Vamos on 3. 1, 2, 3. Vamos.
and then stuff.
Melzer running down and
The most
shooting
hater
through the
shit
smoke.
I've
Maybe
ever
we can
read,
punish
bro.
them ourselves. I mean, ends up getting two
Dude,
here.
what?
Yeah. All right, I guess, and then stuff like that
Is
happens. Yeah.
that? Nah,
Stuff
there's
like
no one
this.
else that does that.
You know, all of a sudden,
Vamos on 3. 1, 2, 3. Vamos.
Why was it only
Brothers-
two players doing it though?
Brothers
Doug?
rallying the troops.
Why was it only two players doing it? Where's the team morale?
fair question. 100 Thieves
Okay,
in a really good
11-9,
spot
equal
here.
for
I mean,
Crew.
you take a look at the economy for Crew.
Keston
It's
has a
not
gun.
great. Now, Adverso's ult is up. So you imagine that's coming into play into the next round, but
But Anthony
This has
Edwards,
happened
like,
for 100
you know,
Thieves.
he
It's
does
been
his
a
thing.
push arcade for Crew.
Xander
Oh,
was right.
wow.
Now is where you start thinking, maybe I commit
No, they're still.
the Armageddon.
I think you still need a little
Oh
bit
shit,
more.
man.
There needs to be more delay for Crew.
There we go. Come on in.
100 Thieves speeding up towards A.
Whoa,
Forces
whoa,
is up
whoa.
here, Doug.
That's
No,
good.
I think you're just delaying the inevitable here, and I think also recognizes that.
What's
trying to
good?
scale up
Everyone
a
say
little
hi,
bit
Ellum.
to take these fights.
Wait, what did I
Everyone
miss?
say hi,
No,
Ellen.
it's just shy
Well,
with the
dude,
weapon
the
now.
match's fucking over.
Okay,
Mazzino's
I thought it was
down,
starting
and
at
I think
5.
that-
You guys
that
did that too
question
quick,
about
bro.
whether or not
Oh, wait,
you
you're
invest it
right.
just kinda
Actually,
gets
now you
answered
say
for
it.
you.
Yeah, I put it on stream. I was like, there's no way.
Members.
I was out of band.
Bingo? Is that what they say?
Could be
They just give you
disastrous
your
for
full
Crew.
name?
Wait, do you not know my last name?
I know it's Bingo.
Armageddon is
It's
used.
bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Remaining.
Oh no.
What up, gang? Yeah, the bingo.
If you guys don't know,
That's
Ellen is
craziness.
the creator for 100 Thieves. He actually just got
Just
picked
no
up, but he's
value from
also
At
my
all.
gym
Already
bro
down 42
and
when we popped that.
I'm Pilates guy.
and Pilates guy. We did Pilates the other day for the
clean.
first
You
time.
told
No, I haven't. They don't know that.
So I just exposed it?
Yeah, you
Oh,
exposed it. We did. We had, well, it wasn't just me and him. Just to be clear, it was a group of
Just
us.
wasted our
But we did do a
Armageddon on
Pilates
the side
class
of Crew. Maybe a
the
little
other
bit
day.
nerves. Maybe now. There
That was
should
the
be a
whole thing.
timeout.
It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. He makes Terry look
Nice shot
tiny.
from
I need you to
Valorant,
like
by the way.
compact up a little
Good
bit.
reaction.
Compact
Oh,
up.
sorry,
He's
let me just
making me look tiny, dude.
We should do a height check.
Yeah,
Okay, wait, what are we at? 10, 11?
The ult, right?
This is actually the most important game of the part of the chat. Wait, what happened?
1, 2, 3. Vamos.
100 Thieves are happy with that one. That's for certain.
Oh my God, you're being
Now Crew are gonna have to.
You asked me the
Brother,
question.
just-
Messi, I got a Messi.
I got a Messi. I got a Messi.
I got a Messi. I got a Messi.
Battle in A main.
Okay,
as
big
well.
round, big round, big round. Let's log in.
Now, is it going to be the same idea? Is it going to be this layered approach where first you
Oh,
whistle, then you
we don't
stun,
like
Austin's
that.
already
As soon
dead.
as it gets
A
full
great
spam.
opener out from Kesnet.
I have the gift from the game.
You do.
I'm kind of messy.
Kesnet's just swinging and fires reckless abandon 3 on the round.
Oh,
Yeah, they got
it's-
rolled this
It's
round.
no good.
Desperately
It's no
needed
good.
one for the defensive side, and they have delivered.
Just guessing right with a main control.
EU
EU in
1v3.
a
Does he have any
1v3
magic tricks for
situation
us?
Here. He does have a lot of
Nah,
time
he's good for
to
3.
work with.
He's good for a 1v3 here?
Yeah, he's good for 3, yeah.
You believe in that?
Yeah,
Have
100%.
personnel to go
5
work
subs?
it with.
Isolate a lot of these 1v1s.
That's a huge if.
Yeah, he
Use
might
a
be able
fucking
to
baiter,
bring
bro.
this
Just because
one
he's
back
last doesn't mean he's a
400
baiter,
Ds, and he's
bro.
gonna hope for that, right? He's gonna hope
Tactically
that he can
positioning
get
himself for an
these
advantage
1v1s against crew.
for himself.
Well, the way that crew have been playing,
Okay. I mean, he'll get the
discipline that
plant.
they've
He
had,
does have
you
a
know,
chance here. He's got
here in the
rockets.
last
He's got
round.
full util, full kit.
it's,
Would have been nice to
you
use that earlier
imagine
in the
it would
round, but that's
be
okay. We're not
easy for
judging.
him. Even this approach.
Oh,
And Mauser
bruh.
still has smokes online. He still has a molly.
If
Kesnet
you
really
hear me,
wants
the
to, he
sight
could
is
use
clear,
Bro,
my boy. You are
please
you are,
plan,
you are
please.
squared away to play
Please
the spike
plan.
whenever you would
Please
like.
I think
plan.
the
But it's okay.
conversation-
No, 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 no.
Oh, he's about to peek
No,
into
no,
the
no, no,
sack.
no.
So
No.
if you're
I mean, maybe a pick and then goes back.
You save.
you're what, halfway to your
No,
ult?
he's dead.
sure
Nah,
you're
he's good,
not.
he's good,
But
he's
you're
good for one, he's good
halfway
for
to
one.
your ult.
Now they know he's there.
And so I think any
You
value
honestly
can
just
get
gave him
out
a
of it.
heads
I mean,
up
think
a
about
little bit
this. He
sooner.
spikes, he gets a play
Oh,
down,
he's
that's
cooked,
one
he's cooked.
ult pip, and then he assumed he
And
dies.
here comes the
without
Neon's
getting
with hard
flying
rush.
neon.
Yeah, here we go. Well, actually weak though.
Yeah, he didn't
Nice
plant.
try.
You're
It's
right.
tough.
But he
Well,
does die, so he gets a little bit closer to having the ult
Have they lost
online,
out since
and
you got
again,
here?
That,
Huh?
that, in my
bro,
opinion,
no,
is the
I
selling point for
genuinely
100 Thieves, but
haven't seen
leaving
100
one
Thieves
off
win.
kinda
A match?
hurts.
A
And now,
single,
because
every
you got
time I
punish
haven't
like
watched them,
this,
they've won.
So
Wait.
early
I'm
on,
not even trolling
Boys,
deadass.
you
kinda
that
hesitant
now?
now
'Cause
to
bro,
make an
I'm bring the
bring
vibes.
more methodical in this following round.
I don't think so.
It's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if
I
you
didn't know
don't
that.
situation. Right?
Get out.
Just like me.
Get out.
He's a jinx
Most
just
of
like
the
me.
half, your aggressive pushers have
Well, that's
been
why we break the
to
cuss
your
today.
Guys are out. See you guys. Thanks for coming.
I mean, you
Bye.
take a look at the minimap, the playbook is not changing at all.
Today's the day the
Heavy
cuss is
lean towards
broken,
B.
bro.
The drone, you proc the wall.
Okay,
Where do
let's
they go
see
off of
here.
this, though? This is where they've shown a couple of different
It's a
looks.
fast B hit.
I think now is a good time. to slow
Xander
down. Now is the perfect time
in
to
the
slow down.
danger
But they just
zone,
want to
really.
extend it.
No, Asuna has his ult. Xander has his ult as well. If you get a little
don't know
bit
if
of
I'd like
knowledge
the
on where
push.
the majority of the
Here we go.
defense is, you're dumping
think I
that
like
ult.
the- Ooh.
Asuna's good
Asuna
for
with a
it.
massive kill. Now
Asuna's
he's
good
got
for
the
it.
second one found.
It's like his 4th time getting a double
I mean,
entry.
if you're 100 Thieves in this situation,
Oh, no.
Xander dies, but
Flank,
you're
double
going to
flank,
carry
double
that into
flank.
the next.
Wait,
Soon
that's
you can
flank?
convert, but
No,
a
we haven't.
3v2,
Never mind.
still not
We're
out of
good.
the woodworks.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
up down. Oh, we like
That
it.
No, we don't like it.
Versus-
We don't like it. It's a 1-1. He's good. He's good. He's good for it. He's good for it.
Kennan
Oh my
versus
God,
Boy,
Oh my
80
god.
HP
Oh my god.
Asuna.
Oh my
He's
god.
weak.
much better?
No!
And the map for crew.
Wow, a first of all players in this series stepping up huge. Yeah, he may have blundered his ult a few rounds back, but he clutches it
I don't even
to secure
know.
this first.
Bruh.
I don't even know
win
whose
of
fault that was at the
pressure.
end.
Yeah, get the
Massive
fuck
hit.
out.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
And it's so
That's 'cause you
important
showed
for
him
Crew, right?
Ronaldo,
Getting that
bro.
first seed, you
That's
only
Ronaldo
need
karma
one
right there. That's
match
crazy
to make
work.
it to Toronto.
You know,
Crazy.
Messi's a part owner of a crew?
Ridiculous.
For real?
Yeah, he's an investor.
So you pissed him off, bro? You're watching the stream right now?
He probably heard you say Ronaldo.
Bro, you got Ben Affleck on early, you got Messi next.
Yeah. Oh my god, they got 1v3'd? Nah, you got aura. Nah, you definitely got aura, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You got aura.
Nah, we're breaking the curse this time, though. 100%. Not a doubt in my brain. Refunding my 100 Thieves. You know what?
Those
the
last three
pin?
were easily the most impactful
I don't know,
of the
actually.
entire map.
Talk about clutch. Step it up.
I said no something.
Foolish is like immortal.
He was immortal.
So
I
you
think
got boosted.
Dino left in a 1v2.
picture of like me looks like I'm posting.